To get someone to follow your lead, stop giving them direct orders. Instead, you present them with two options where both outcomes result in your success. They feel they are in control of the decision, while you have already determined the result. This is a subtle layer of dark psychology. High-level negotiators use this method to direct human behavior by working with the mind's natural rhythms. However, you must be careful. If you attempt this without mastering the defensive measure in Rule 3, the entire interaction can turn against you, leaving you with less influence than when you started. True influence remains invisible to the person being influenced. Most people fail because they don't account for how the brain processes a command. The moment you tell someone exactly what to do, you inadvertently signal that their freedom of choice is being restricted. This triggers the reactance glitch, the ego's automatic defense mode against perceived force. Manipulators bypass this by changing the frame. They don't change what they want, they change how the target perceives their options. By wrapping your goal inside a set of choices, you move the person's focus away from "should I do this?" and toward "how should I do this?" Consider Rule 1, the fake choice. We see this play out constantly in social settings, like trying to coordinate a time to meet. Ask, "Want to get coffee?" and you offer a binary choice, yes or no. The brain defaults to no to protect its time. But remove the no by offering specific paths. Should we grab coffee tonight or tomorrow afternoon? Now the person's brain is busy checking their calendar and comparing two specific times. The question of whether or not they actually want to go is often bypassed entirely. By offering two acceptable variables, you create a distraction that allows your primary goal to be accepted as a settled fact. This becomes even more effective in high-resistance environments, like an office or a group project, where people are looking for ways to minimize their workload. Assigning a direct task often results in excuses. The target feels the weight of the work and immediately looks for a way to push back or delay. You avoid the conflict by giving them the authority to choose the deadline. Ask them, "Can you have this report finished by the end of the day, or do you need until tomorrow morning?" Most will choose tomorrow morning because it feels like a personal victory in the negotiation. They feel they have secured more time for themselves, while you have successfully locked them into a specific commitment. A well-crafted fake choice lets the target pick the path they find most comfortable, ensuring the work gets done without a direct confrontation. But what happens when you encounter someone who realizes what you're doing and rejects both of your options? Most people get nervous when their plan fails. They start to argue or over-explain, which immediately signals that they've lost control of the situation. Instead, you use Rule 3, the power of silence. When they say no to both options, say nothing. Look them in the eye and say absolutely nothing for 4 seconds. Silence creates a social vacuum. In a face-to-face interaction, people feel a strong psychological drive to resolve that awkwardness, usually by talking. To break that tension, the target will often start to justify their refusal. In many cases, they will talk themselves right back into one of the options you originally provided, just to end the silence. Weaponized silence establishes a clear presence of authority. It shows you are comfortable with the tension, forcing the other person to be the one to resolve it. Real influence isn't about being the loudest person in the room. It is about understanding the mental shortcuts people take and positioning your goals within them. If you are ready to study how these interactions actually work, you have to decide if you are the one setting the frame or the one living inside it. Type "Mastermind" in the comments if you're paying attention, and subscribe to prepare for Phase 4. Human responses become much more predictable once you account for the brain's need for autonomy. Use that knowledge wisely.